Hey guys, we're at the Black Ball Museum. Still taking a little bit through the it's interesting. There's an entire section here about Palestine neighbours pushing on the palms because we can't turn around and talk about hospitals or poverty, which Labor did for 12 years, had a mandate and did absolutely nothing. So again, all of this diverted to the Palestine cause, which said, don't get me wrong, I do sympathise with the Palestinian people, but as this is meant to be the Labor platform, this is the hill they're going to die on. Instead of talking about our own economy or our own hospitals failing, it kind of doesn't really seem in proportion to what the Black Ball. So 19, about 500 people lived in Black Ball, about 170 people were employed in the mine conditions, and they weren't very happy because it was crap. So they challenged the system in 1908, and in some ways this was the birthplace of the Labor Party, militant socialists saying we've had enough of being ripped off by the corporate system. But we don't actually talk about that anymore. We even have Chris Hipkins here from the former executive of Shell Oil, and then we have Jacinda Ardern signing us up to the Trans-Pacific Partnership Agreement and just leaving a window wide open for people like Shane Jones to just sliver in there, and then wondering why people lost their Black Ball. Interesting little sheriff's badge there. But miners Black Ball, like we saw News and Walls, were aware. They subscribed to magazines, brought books, and so again they were very well educated people. And again, Tom Mann, Ben Tellett, also very important names. Some of the pamphlets talked about new exciting movements from the US called the Industrial Workers of the World, known as IWW or the Wobblies. The organisation believed in organising workers into one big union. So again, all that came out of the idea of the miners' code from the gold miners. Across the entire, it worked in unskilled workers, non-whites as members. Again, racial equality, so real inclusion, not this fake inclusion, which is, we'll support it because the BNZ's behind it this week and it allows us to not be mean and poke holes in what the BNZ's been up to. So that means the image laundry. And it's like, in January 1998, the Socialist Party organised a ferry Canadian named Harry Fitzgerald arrived in Blackmore to form the branch of the party. He encouraged the miners to join the IW and made a great impression. Everyone here is talking socialism, said one Blackpool resident. Now we have all the resistance going down, no, it's dirty, rotten socialism, and we have all the people that supposed to be talking about socialism, but when it comes to actually, again, united we stand, divided we fall, world's workers, Federation of Labour, Pat Hickory, Pad Webbery, Bob Semple, in sub-editor of the Maryland Worker, that was Bob Semple. So we've completely lost track of what socialism actually means on both sides. One side thinks that socialism means neoliberalism, being a Marxist with a $1,000 phone and a black leather jacket and being quite middle-class bourgeois. And the other side thinks that socialism is terrible and we should go with the people that believe in, that have never done a single thing for workers in their entire life. And these are the list of the strikers as well, which we'll just do a bit of a close-up. We've got one last little thing. I love these little cabins that you can stay into. I don't think this is quite a walk through time, 1918, 96. In each hut that the consciousness of the miner is represented. So in each of these huts, which we'll have a little look at, because I think they're quite cool and this is quite a new thing, the Workers' Memorial. The world is dedicated workers killed in the workplace and the ongoing struggle for work and health and safety. So again, Pike River comes to mind. So I'm going to take notes off my own for my book. And we're going to just have a little walk around. And the monologues for each hut, which I'll probably have a look at this. There's a little piece of, unfortunately, surely their names must be on this. I suppose you've got to go to the QR codes, but and kind of almost like a different age and era. This is way cool. Again, selected works, Lenin, Marx and Engels. I actually wonder how many of the university Marxists have actually read that stuff, where it's just like, a sticker you stick on your head because it's a brand. Not a big fan. And some people weren't. Some people just liked a good set of cards. The failure of socialism. Oh yeah. Oh well, fair enough. That's actually a very honest representation. I like that. This is actually quite cool. It's like maybe it's an artistic representation. They'll have a look on this later on. It's the sixth word of the world. And each of these guys, Ratner. See again, T.W. Ratner. Now interesting because I have many problems with Ratner. Have a look at that with a particular factor because I think that Ratner has been quite naughty and it's basically crushed a lot of Maori spiritualism, and it's kind of like basically, oh, you worship the white man's God, and pretty much, well, don't really think it's, yeah, we'll do that as a separate video one day. And again, it is talk about the Pike River, a neoliberal saga. Now, isn't that rather ironic? The major shareholders was New Zealand Oil and Gas, 31%, Gujarat Inari Coke, 10%, Saurashtra Fuels, 8.5%, with private minority shareholding of 7.9%. Located on Crown land, the Department of Conservation adjacent to Paparo National Park, very close to where they found uranium. There was an explosion on November the 19th, 2010. 2 men escaped. The police took charge of the operation, ruled out any risk of attempt. The company held out hope that the men were still alive. Again, you've got an entire chapter of things that were wrong with this particular investigation and how the media actually covered it. The health and safety of the fish rots from its head, which again, this is what happens. You start buying the CPA, you're going to get more Pike Rivers, you're going to get more Brunners, you're going to get more Strongmen. Peter Whitewell pleaded not guilty before the charges were dropped, and then he ran off to Australia. We'll save that all for another chapter because we're just giving the highlights. But this again, Blackball is about community, and so is Pike River, and it's about people celebrating their lives. It's about people learning about the environment, which we're at the risk of losing, because I think we were getting to a nice point at one point where miners realised you had to look after them. I mean, people live on the West Coast are naturally conservationists. Career creation, business and creativity. But it's time for us to go, because that's my driver telling me it's time to make a move. And so I'll see you guys all later. This is going to be part of my deadline December Christmas edition. The Blackball Workers Lodge, so I do recommend if you get a chance to Blackball to pop in. The Blackball Pub, which always has an amazing celebration on New Year's Eve. Really, really good bands. And the Blackball Salami, and it's just a good place to come and visit. Highly recommend it. See you all on the flip side. Happy Christmas.